Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The word 40 in Arabic is arba'in. And about 40 days ago, one very special person passed away. His name was Sheikh Mohammad Hasan, rahimahullah, and he was a very beloved person from whom many of us here benefited. And he was one of the closest and dearest followers of our Shaykh, Janab Hasan Sahib, radiyallahu anhu. When I first went in 1980 to meet Janab, and I went to Dashrif, and I was told they were not there. They were in another mosque called Hidri Masjid. And I went there and I met this gentleman, and I loved the way he walked. This was Mohammad Hasan, that I for a moment thought he was Islam, because when you saw the Shaykh, and this was a real Murid, you know, they had so much similarities. The way they spoke, the way they laughed, the way this, everything was like he was the example of the Shaykh. So I met them, and at that time I just done Hajj with my teacher. I gone to Pakistan, and they were a bit surprised. A young person coming from England with a beard, and shalwar kameez and not suit boot and all this. Very, very happy. Because most of the guys who used to go from here, even when they used to go to meet Hasan Sahib, they used to be in their Englandy dress, you know, show my ribs, trying to impress the Shaykh. So he's very happy to see somebody who's just come as a, you know. And from that day to a few months ago, when we met them for the last time, I always looked up to him. And whenever I wanted advice, I used to go to him. Whenever I wanted instruction, I used to go to him. Whenever I needed counsel, guidance, I used to go to him. He was a wonderful, wonderful person. Always got a smile on his face, very jolly, very lively, unlike the miserable lot in Nur Islam Mosque, yeah? Especially Baba Shah. Yeah? I know the paise lagane and smile karne. But Ustad Mohammad Hasan, rahimahullah, always smile on his face, very jolly, very lovely. And they used to say that in Old Churchian Street, this is where our Shaykh lived before they moved to jail and then to Kotli. He said there was a young lad, and he was studying, and then at one point he lost his bearings. And wherever he used to, he said, Papandiye, 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 Papandiye. He said this was his word, wherever he used to go. And now people don't like Papandiyes, yeah. I'm not saying free chori, it's my life. But these people, they put Pabandi upon themselves. And from a very young age, their father, they were blacksmith, lohar. This was their profession. Yeah? They were not great alim, they were not from religious family, not from Barbar. But their father, he became the murid of our grand Shaykh. And then they, at a young age, became murid of our Shaykh. And our Shaykh then chose them and sent them to a madrasa to learn. They were not educated. So they started learning and they became an alim. And then our sheikh made them a teacher, and then they started teaching in the area where people didn't know even the kalma sharif. Ajay ko neshna bara usla malu neshna. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਨੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਫਾਤਿਹਾ ਪੜ੍ਹੋਗੇ ਉਹ ਫਾਤਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਇਆ ਜਦ ਕੋਲ ਕਲਮਾ ਬਤਾਇਆ ਸੀ but at that time there were no big followers, no big madrasas, no big khangas, nothing, very simple. They lived in a small mosque without doors, without any windows. In cold, freezing winter, they just slept on the floor, and there were no pizzas deliveries, at that time. आसने बंदे भी है जिन्हें कुछ नहीं पहुंचे, वो बाहर तो भूखा मरना होना कुछ नहीं परवाह नहीं होनी, आपको कार 3 दफा ऑर्डर करने हैं. So, but they were very, very patient, very sabr always. कदा किसी शिकायत नहीं करते, never complained about it. And the students who studied with them, they became some of the best teachers. They were brilliant teachers, very, very strong. They were not half the Quran, they were just nadim, but they had excellent method for teaching. So people who studied with them became excellent teachers, and from them, hundreds and thousands of people benefited. And they had 3 daughters. They said one of their daughters was namaz mein sahijan. So she didn't used to read namaz regularly. So when she used to go to my sabha, then my sabha used to say to her, "So Ustad ne aulad yo, unna lokan itne ki Islam sikhaya, tu sam is passe kare karo." Lard bayan na karte na. Used to very, very beautifully my sabha used to give a lot of gifts because Ustad Hasan, they taught many people in this house family. They were teacher of Hasan